Hey there, amazing viewers. Welcome back to Top 10 Filmzone. Get ready to have your minds blown because we've rounded up the top 10 mind-bending new movies of 2024 available on Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Apple TV, Part 4. From thrilling sci-fi adventures to mind-bending psychological thrillers, and twisted plots to jaw-dropping visuals, these films are guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat and questioning reality. But before we dive into the excitement, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more fantastical recommendations and share your favorite picks in the comments below. Don't miss out on the cinematic thrill ride of the year. Let's explore together. Number 10. The Roundup, Punishment, 2024. The Roundup, Punishment is a South Korean action crime film that is the fourth installment of the Roundup series. It follows the story of Detective Ma Sok-do, who joins the cyber investigation team to catch Baek Chang-ki, a former mercenary and leader of an online gambling organization. The film begins with Ma Sok-do, a lieutenant of the Seoul Police Agency Metropolitan Investigation, leading a raid on a gambling den run by Baek Chang-ki's organization. However, the raid goes wrong when Baek's men ambush the police and escape with the money. Ma is frustrated by his failure and vows to catch Baek, who is also wanted for several murders and kidnappings. The film culminates in a final showdown between Ma and Baek at an abandoned factory, where they engage in a brutal hand-to-hand combat. The film ends with Ma returning to his team and continuing his work as a detective. Number 9. Lift, 2024. Lift is an action comedy crime movie directed by F. Gary Gray, and the movie follows Cyrus Whitaker, a master thief who teams up with his ex-girlfriend Abby, an Interpol agent, to steal $500 million worth of gold bullion from a passenger plane at 40,000 feet. The heist is complicated by the presence of Huxley, a rival thief who wants the gold for himself, and Denton, a corrupt Interpol agent who is after Cyrus and Abby. The movie also features a high-tech art theft, a reference to Leonardo da Vinci, and a cameo by Jean Reno as Jorgensen, a mysterious benefactor who hires Cyrus for the job. Lift, 2024, is a fast-paced and fun movie that combines humor, action and romance. The movie showcases Kevin Hart's comedic skills and chemistry with Gugu Mbatha-Raw, as well as the impressive stunts and special effects that make the heist scenes thrilling and realistic. The movie also has some twists and surprises that keep the audience guessing until the end. Number 8. Land of Bad, 2024. If you are looking for a thrilling and action-packed movie to watch, you might want to check out Land of Bad, a 2024 film directed by William Eubank. The film follows a U.S. Army Special Forces unit which is ambushed during a mission to retrieve an intelligence asset, and their only remaining hope lies with a remote Air Force drone operator assisting them through a brutal 48-hour battle for survival. The film is rated R for strong bloody violence and language throughout, and has a runtime of 1 hour and 53 minutes. Land of Bad is not just a typical war movie, but also explores the themes of loyalty, sacrifice, morality, and technology. The film shows the contrast between the high-tech drone operations and the harsh realities on the ground, as well as the emotional toll that war takes on both sides. The film also features some impressive action sequences and stunts, as well as a talented cast of actors. Number 7. Miller's Girl, 2024. Miller's Girl is a comedy drama film written and directed by Jade Halle Bartlett. It stars Martin Freeman and Jenna Ortega as a teacher and student who develop a complicated relationship after a creative writing assignment. The film begins with Cairo Sweet, an 18-year-old wealthy girl who lives alone in her parents' mansion in Tennessee, impressing her creative writing teacher Jonathan Miller with her knowledge and talent. Miller, a former writer who gave up his career after marrying a successful but abusive author, assigns Cairo to write a short story in the style of her favorite author, Henry Miller. Cairo decides to seduce Miller and writes an erotic story about their affair, which she sends to him and the school's vice principal. Miller is shocked and angry, but also aroused by Cairo's story. He tries to end their relationship, but Cairo refuses to give up and threatens to expose him. The film was also controversial for its depiction of an age gap relationship and its sexual content. Number 6. Upgraded, 2024. Upgraded is a romantic comedy film directed by Carlson Young and starring Camila Mendes, Archie Renault, and Marissa Tomei. The film follows Anna, an aspiring art intern who is invited on a last-minute work trip to London by her super boss, Claire. On the plane, Anna is upgraded to first class and meets the handsome and wealthy William, who mistakes her for Claire. Anna decides to play along and enjoys a glamorous weekend of romance and opportunity with William, until her lie threatens to ruin everything. The film is a fun and charming story of mistaken identity, love and art, with witty dialogue and beautiful scenery. Upgraded, 2024, is rated R for language and some nude art images. The film has a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes and has received mixed reviews from critics and audiences.
Every single day.
Number 5. Cabrini, 2024. Cabrini is a biographical drama film that tells the story of Francesca Cabrini, an Italian immigrant who arrives in New York City in 1889 and faces disease, crime, and poverty. She decides to use her entrepreneurial skills and faith to help hundreds of orphaned children by providing them with housing and healthcare. She also has to deal with the opposition of the mayor, the archbishop, and other powerful figures who do not share her vision. The film is based on a true story and stars Christiana Delana as Cabrini, John Lithgow as Mayor Gould, David Morse as Archbishop Corrigan, and Giancarlo Giannini as Pope Leo XIII. The film is directed by Alejandro Monteverde, who also co-wrote the story with Rod Barr. The film is scheduled to be released on March 8, 2024.
Are already Americans.
Number 4. Lisa Frankenstein, 2024. It is a comedy horror film directed by Zelda Williams, and the film is about a teenage goth girl who falls in love with a reanimated corpse from the Victorian era. The film is set in the same fictional universe as Jennifer's Body, another film by Cody. The plot follows Lisa Swallows, a lonely and misunderstood girl who is still traumatized by the murder of her mother. She spends her time in a cemetery, where she talks to the grave of a young man who died in 1837. One night, a bolt of lightning strikes the grave and brings him back to life as a zombie. Lisa decides to hide him in her closet and help him regain his human appearance by giving him new body parts from people who wronged her. Along the way, they develop a romantic relationship and face various obstacles from Lisa's family, classmates, and the police. The film received mixed reviews from critics, who praised the performances of Newton and Sprouse, but criticized the tone, humor, and plot.
Good.
Number 3. Damsel, 2024. Damsel is a dark fantasy film that follows Elodie, a young woman who agrees to marry Prince Henry, unaware that he and his royal family have a sinister plan. They intend to use her as a sacrifice to a dragon that has been terrorizing their kingdom for centuries. Elodie is thrown into a pit where she faces the beast, but soon realizes that no one is coming to save her. She must find a way to escape and expose the truth behind the royal conspiracy. Along the way, she discovers that the dragon is not what it seems, and that she has a connection to it that could change everything. The film is directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo and written by Dan Mazo. It stars Millie Bobby Brown as Elodie, Ray Winstone as Lord Bayford, Nick Robinson as Prince Henry, Shore Agudashlu as the voice of the dragon, Angela Bassett as Lady Bayford, and Robin Wright as Queen Isabel. Number 2. The Beekeeper, 2024. The Beekeeper is an action thriller film directed by David Ayer and written by Kurt Wimmer. It stars Jason Statham as Adam Clay, a beekeeper who goes on a violent rampage against the scammers who drove his loved one to suicide. Along the way, he uncovers a conspiracy involving a secret organization called Beekeepers, which he used to work for. The film was released on January 12, 2024, Amazon MGM Studios, and received mixed reviews from critics. Some praised the film's action sequences, Statham's performance, and Ayer's direction, while others criticized the film's plot, dialogue, and violence. The Beekeeper is rated R for strong violence throughout, pervasive language, some sexual references, and drug use. The film has a runtime of 105 minutes and a Metascore of 54 out of 100 based on 165 critic reviews. The film has an IMDb rating of 6.4 out of 10 based on 60,000 user ratings. Honorable mention. Drive Away Dolls, 2024. It is a hilarious comedy road film directed by Ethan Coen, and the movie follows Jamie and Marion, two women who accidentally take a car with a severed head in the trunk and get chased by criminals across the country. If you love quirky characters and outrageous situations, you won't want to miss this film.
Yeah, we forgot to tell you about the swab guy's head in the hat.
Spaceman, 2024. Spaceman is a sci-fi drama directed by Johan Renck, and it tells the story of Jakub Prohaska, the first Czech astronaut, who embarks on a solo mission to Venus. Along the way, he faces loneliness, guilt, and a mysterious alien spider that becomes his companion. Ordinary Angels, 2024. If you're looking for a heartwarming and uplifting movie to watch, you might want to check out Ordinary Angels, a 2024 film based on a true story. It stars Hilary Swank as Sharon Stevens, a hairdresser who decides to help Ed Schmidt, a widowed father whose daughter needs a liver transplant.
This is our last chance. If we don't take it, we shall die.
Number 1. Dune, Part 2, 2024. It is the second installment of the epic sci-fi saga based on Frank Herbert's novel. It follows Paul Atreides, the heir of House Atreides, who has escaped to the desert planet Arrakis with his mother Jessica after a brutal attack by their enemies, House Harkonnen. There, He meets Cheney, a young Freeman woman who becomes his lover and guide. Paul discovers that he has a unique destiny and a powerful connection to the spice, a mysterious substance that grants prescience and interstellar travel. He also learns that he is the prophesied messiah of the Freemen, who call him Muad'Dib. Paul leads the Freemen in a rebellion against the Harkonnen and their allies, including the Emperor and the Bene Gesserit, a secretive order of women with supernatural abilities. Dune, Part 2 is one of the most anticipated movies of the year and a must-see for fans of science fiction and fantasy. If you enjoyed Dune, Part 1, you won't want to miss this epic conclusion to one of the greatest stories ever told. If you enjoyed our latest selection of the top 10 mind-bending new movies of 2024, feel free to share it with your friends who also enjoy action-adventure and crime thriller movies and TV shows. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more picks for new TV shows and films. Thank you.